Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. So I'm starting today's video off underneath the mountains. So I've been here a few times, this is where I come to get all of my emerald ore and the deep slate emerald ore. So I came here once the 1.17 update came out. I set up a beacon and I've been digging all around. But I kind of stopped digging with the beacon because I kept bumping into lava everywhere. So what I've been doing instead is just finding bits of deep slate in the walls. Like there was deep slate over here, and then I just mined all of it. Well, not all of it, but as much as I could, and I'd go in all of the different directions and mine all of the deep slate. And then I've been using the fortune pickaxe so I can get the cobbled deep slate. So all of this is just full of cobbled deep slate, and then I took some more back to the base as well. So I've got 6 shulker boxes full here, there'll be a little bit more in here as well, and then loads more back at the base. So I'm just stocking up on loads of this. But the main reason for doing this is to get the deep slate emerald ore. So I'll open this chest and you can see all of the different ores that I managed to get. I did only manage to find the 2 deep slate emeralds. I thought I would have managed to find more than this. I did do quite a lot of digging. I spent like 3 hours here. Like I dug over there, up there. I did a little bit over there as well, all the way along that wall. And then there's like a massive cave thing there that I made just from digging all of the deep slate. So I only managed to find 2 of the emerald deep slate. I really thought I would have found more than that. But at least it's 2 more to add towards the checklist. And the reason that I came back down here to try and get some more deep slate emeralds is because I've been told that they're getting removed from the game in December when the 1.18 update comes out. So if they get removed from the game, I won't be able to collect them anymore unless they're already loaded in loaded chunks. So I want to try and collect a stack before they get removed. But I actually don't know if they are getting removed because some people are saying that they're still going to be in the game in December when the new update comes out. So it's like 50-50, some people say they're getting removed, some people say they're not getting removed. So I think I'm just going to try and collect as many as I can before the new update. So hopefully I can manage to get a full stack. So I managed to get 2 in this session that I did in between episodes. And then I already had 6 here. I think I've already got 1 back at the base as well, so I've got 9 overall. Which obviously there's still a long way to go, but I'm going to have to come down here as many times as I can over the next few episodes, because if they do get removed in December, I want to try and get a full stack of them before they get removed. But anyway, you can see all of the other deep slate ores that I've got here. I don't really need too many of these. I need the diamond ones. The lapis one seems to be quite rare, and if I look in here, I also need the gold. So I got 10 more gold as well. So these are the only ones that I need. I don't need the copper, the coal, the redstone, or the iron. So I just spent a little bit of time collecting all of these in between episodes. Okay, now I'm back over at the base. I can go ahead and add these regular emerald ore to the checklist. So over here in the ores chest, I've already got 45, so another 15, that's going to be 60 overall. So I still need another 4. I'll get those pretty soon. The next time I go over to the mountains area, I can get that pretty easily. Okay, so now I can get on with what I want to do in today's episode. So as you can tell by the thumbnail and title, I want to build a wither skeleton skull farm. So I don't really have any easy way to get wither skulls at the moment. So I want to build a farm for this, and the way this is going to work is I want the wither skeletons to spawn in the fortress, and then I'm going to bring them over to the overworld, and then I want to try and blow them up with charged creepers. So I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed to get a wither skull if you do that. So I'll probably send 100 wither skeletons through at a time, come back over to the overworld and then blow them all up, so I can get 100 wither skeleton skulls with 1 charge creeper. So that is the plan. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but that's what I want to do in today's episode. And the reason I'm over here at the smelting system is just because I'm smelting down loads of stone. So if I want this farm to be efficient, I'm going to have to half slab the nether to spawn proof it. So I'm going to turn all of this smooth stone into slabs. I've got 3 shulker boxes full so far, and I'm going to have to smelt down the rest as well. So I think 5 shulker boxes should be enough, but if not, I can always come back and get more. So I just need to wait for the rest of this to smelt, and then I'm going to head over to the nether and I can start half slabbing around the fortress. Okay, I've smelted all of this stone, so I've got 5 shulker boxes of this smooth stone. So I don't really know why I decided to use this to make the slabs. I could have used any block, but I just thought I'd use the smooth stone. I thought it'd look nice around here, and it's actually blazers right outside the door. And I've come over to this nether fortress, and this is the one that's right next to my portal. So I think the portal is just up there to the right a little bit. So it's not far, and this is the one that I come to get all of my wither skulls usually. And as you can see, it is quite dangerous around here. So I've got loads of fire resistance potions in here. I probably will need all of these while I'm trying to slab the area. So I think I just want to get started on this project straight away. Hopefully I can finish it in today's episode, but it is going to be quite a big one, so I'm not really sure. But to start off, I just want to half slab as much of the area as I can. And it's going to make it a lot easier to build this thing without the blaze shooting at me and gas and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do first. As you can see, I do keep getting shot by the blaze. So I do want to slab as much as I can as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to get straight to work on this, and I'll be back soon with a progress update. Okay, I'm back for a very quick progress update because I've got going about 10 minutes. So I don't have much time to record here. But I just want to show the progress that I have made and then talk about my change of plans. So you can see over on this side, I've got loads of these glass things. So these are just glass panes that are connected to each other. I'm sure most people have seen this before. It's like the best way to find out where the wither skeletons will spawn. So I had glass panes all of the way down here, and then all the way along this side as well. And then I marked out all of the places where the mobs could spawn, and then I've got some stone bricks, and I've kept the glass panes there and then put some slabs above their head. So they can't actually move, so it's just an easy kill like this. So overall I've got 5 of these spawning spaces down on this row, and these are going to be the ones that I'm going to use. So I'm not going to be using these 3 on this side. I'll remove these later on and then put slabs on here. But I'm just using them for now just to get some extra blaze rods and wither skulls and stuff like this. So if you're quite new to your survival world and you don't really have loads of resources, you could just do this what I've done with the glass panes everywhere, and then keep these little pods for the mobs to spawn in all over the fortress. And then you can just go around and kill the mobs to get the wither skulls. So I've already got 12 here, and I've not even really started this farm yet. I've made about 30 minutes worth of progress. So there's still a long way to go, and hopefully this farm's going to be much more efficient by the time I'm done. And obviously if you do build something like this that's just a quick manual farm at the start of your world, it will be much more efficient if you start half slabbing around just so nothing can spawn outside of the farm. But anyway, that brings me on to the changes that I'm going to make to this farm. So like I said, I'm not going to be using these 3 pods right here down this row, but I am going to be using those 5 over there. So I found an AFK spot, and it's going to be right in here. So this is 30 blocks away from this row. So 30 blocks away from this block right here, which is the middle of this row. So if I stand in that spot over there, the AFK spot, I will get things spawning in all 5 of these pods. So that's where the AFK spot is, right over here. So the original plan was I was going to find the AFK spot, which is underneath here, and then I was going to slab 50 blocks in each direction, and this way I won't get any spawns anywhere apart from in the pods where I want them to spawn. But I've changed my mind a little bit. It's going to be quite a big change, it's going to be a lot more effort. But I realised in the last episode I don't really have too many mega projects on this world. So I thought, why not start a mega project in this episode. So what I'm going to do instead of slabbing is I'm going to remove all of the land instead. So there's going to be no spawning spaces anywhere. And there's a big lava lake underneath, so that's going to be the floor. I don't really know what to do about the roof just yet. I'm going to have to remove a lot of this, but I don't really know how to do that. It's going to be quite difficult to do. So yeah, that is why it's going to be a mega project. There's going to be a lot of work going into this. And then afterwards, I think I'm going to do a big cage around the outside, so no gas can fly in here or anything like that. So I think it's going to be quite a fun project to work on. It's definitely going to take a few episodes. And I don't really need to do this. I could easily just have these 5 pods here, half slab some of the area around it, and then make a simple wither skeleton farm. But like I said, I don't really have too many mega projects on this world, so I just wanted to start one in this episode. I think sometimes I just got another skull. Oh, I got 2 skulls there. But I think sometimes it's just more fun to build your own farms and go with your own designs rather than going for efficiency. Stuff like this, I really don't need to remove all of the land around here. But I just think it'll look good once it's done, so that's pretty much the entire reason that I'm doing this. And I have actually started this, you probably can't tell too much, but I started removing a lot of the land down here. You can see that the Nether Fortress is just floating above the ground. So I didn't really get too far and then I kind of run out of time because I need to go to work. But what I'm going to do is just cut the video here. I'm going to make as much progress as I can tonight, and then I'll be back tomorrow with another progress update. Okay, I thought it was time to do another quick progress update. So you might not be able to tell, but I've put in a lot of hours of work since the last update that I did. I've flattened out a lot of the area here. There's still quite a long way to go underneath this until it's all the way down to the lava level. And there's also a big chunk of land over on this side, and you can see that I've cleared all of that out, so it's flat against both of the walls there. And even though this took quite a few hours to clear out, this is only like a small section of the entire area that I need to clear out. So I've been doing a little bit over here, you can see. So this is where I need to clear out up to, and there's still quite a lot of blocks in that direction I need to go. And then if I go over here to the other side of the farm, you can see that I've cleared out up to here as well. So this is like the border where I need to go up to, so I can start digging down and clearing out all of this land as well. And then there's all this down here, loads over there. It's going to be hard to clear out like above, but I need to try and do that as well at some point. And then there's all of this land, and it's just kind of going to be difficult to get loads of the stuff that's higher up. I don't really know how to do that exactly, but I've got a good idea. Like if I could clear all of this out, I could use the bedrock above as like the roof or the ceiling to the farm. And I'm still not entirely sure what kind of farm I want to build here. So originally I did want to have a farm design where I get all of the wither skeletons and then send them to the overworld, blow them up with a charged creeper, and then I get a guaranteed wither skull every single time. But I've had a think about it, and I think it'd probably just be better to do an AFK farm. So I'll stand in the AFK spot, which will be over here, and then I will just get all of the wither skeletons spawning and then getting killed by trident killers or whatever, and then I can get all of the skulls just from doing nothing. It would be quite fun to work on a design where I send them to the overworld and then blow them up with charged creepers, but it's just not very practical really. Like every time I want to use a farm, I would have to mess around getting charged creepers and sending each one over to the overworld one by one, making sure they don't despawn and stuff. It would just be a lot of effort every time I want to use the farm. So I think instead I might just go for the AFK option. But I'm just going to think about it a little bit more while I'm clearing out all of this area. I don't really know how much I'm going to get done today, but I'm going to try and clear as much as I can like below the farm, and then we'll focus on all of the stuff above the farm later on. So I'll just be doing this, and then I'm going to think about which farm design I want to build. And if I come over to the little safe area over here, I've been collecting loads of this netherrack, but I don't really know what to do with it. So I've got loads of shulker boxes full here, and then I've got a few double chests of it as well. What I've been doing is just smelting it into nether brick. And I was going to turn this into the nether brick blocks and then maybe build something out of it. So I'm going to have so much of this by the end of this project. I think I might actually build the cage around the farm out of nether brick just to use some of it. And I actually found 3 ancient debris while I've been digging as well. It's not very common up here in the nether, it's like more common down below at like level 16 or whatever. But I managed to find 3, so that's decent so far. I'll probably find a bit more of that as well. And you can see that I've got 23 wither skulls now. So I've just been killing all of them. It's actually really annoying digging all of this out while things just keep spawning. I'd be able to do this a lot easier if it was peaceful, but I can't turn the game to peaceful, so I'm just stuck here with mobs spawning constantly. I keep getting shot by gas and wither skeletons keep hitting me from behind. These things are really annoying as well. So it is actually making it a lot harder just having all of these mobs around. But anyway, I just wanted to do this quick update just to show the progress that I've made so far. So I think what I'm going to do now is just get back to work. I'm going to start digging over on this side a little bit more, and then I'll be back soon once I've got some progress to show. Okay, so this is going to be the final update on this farm for today's episode. I've made a lot more progress, but it doesn't really look like too much. It's kind of hard to show the progress that I have made, but even though it doesn't look like much, this was at least 5 more hours just of digging away. So I've already showed that I've dug out a lot of the area over on that side. So now I've done the opposite corner as well. There's still some down below that I need to do later on. I've done a little bit over there. I started this over on this side, but this is just going to take too long. I can't really spend the entire episode just digging this, otherwise I'm not really going to be able to do anything else today. So I think I'm just going to take a break from this project, and then I'll probably come back to it at a later date. But I think the next time I come back to it is probably when I've dug all of the area out, and then I'll be ready to start building the farm in the middle. Because I don't really want to start building the farm until I've got the entire place spawn proof. Otherwise I'm just going to get ghast shooting at me all the time, and it's going to start breaking the redstone if I do go for a redstone design. So I think I'm going to get all of this area dug out, then I'll probably build the cage around the outside, and then I'll start building the actual farm. So it is going to be a huge project this, it's probably going to be quite a few more episodes or weeks before this is finished. But I definitely think it's going to be worth it once it's done. And I've already got a lot of wither skulls and I've not even finished the farm yet. And I actually just got another one here when I'm trying to get into this little safe area that I've got. So I think I've got 34 in this chest, and then I just got another one. So that's 35 overall, which is 11 beacons. If I get one more skull, I can get 12 beacons from that. So that's alright considering I've not actually been using the farm that much. And I've also got 9 ancient debris just from digging all of this area out as well. And you might have noticed that I set up a beacon over here right in the middle of the entire area. And I'm not actually sure if this makes much of a difference. Like even with the beacon, it seems to be just as fast as it was before. And I mentioned this earlier, but these mobs are just so annoying. I can't go 5 seconds without getting attacked by some kind of a mob. But anyway, like I said, this is going to be the final update for this farm in today's episode. Even though it might not look like I've made a lot of progress, I've actually spent more time on this project already than I spend on most of my entire episodes. So I just want to take a little bit of a break from this, and there's a few other things that I want to do to end off the episode. So one of the things I want to do is go to the end. I've not been there for a while and I've kind of just run out of shulker shells. So I've got 2 left here, and then I think I've got like 5 empty shulker boxes back over at the base. But because I've been using them for some of the storage over here, and I use them for bulk storage for most items over at the base as well, I've just kind of run out. It has been quite a while since I went to the end. So that's one of the things that I want to do. And the other thing that I want to do is over at the end portal. So I'm going to head over there now, but before I do that I just thought I'd quickly show all of the pickaxes that I've used here. This just kind of shows all of the digging that I've done in today's episode. I think all of these were full when I started this, so I'm going to have to head over to the XP farm just to mend all of these. And then next time I come down here I'll probably use all of them again. So I've come over here to the end portal, and before I actually go exploring the end to get some shulker shells, I just want to do a little bit of decorating around here. I've never actually decorated around the end portal before on any of my worlds. I think I'm actually just going to destroy this because it's doing my head in. I don't really need this for anything anyway, so there's no point of it being there. But yeah, I've never actually designed anything around my end portal before. I've always just kept it the way it is like this. So what I want to do is dig out 10 blocks in every direction from the portal. I'm going to dig up as well, even though there is water above there. So I might just cover up the portal just to make sure it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. I'm not really sure what happens if water hits the top of the portal. So I just want to be safe and make sure I don't break the portal or anything like that. And then I also think I'm going to dig down. So I'm on Y level 27, 28 at the moment. So I'm probably going to dig down to about bedrock. So I might actually set up a beacon over here just to make it a little bit faster, because I think there's going to be quite a lot of digging. So I'm hoping this doesn't take too long because I've already done a lot of digging in the last few days. But I'm just going to quickly do this off camera and I'll be back once I've dug out all of the space. Okay, I'm back, and I don't actually think I explained what my plans were for this project. So what I wanted to do was dig a big hole, and you can see I've got some black concrete here. And the plan was to make it look like it was the void, and then I wanted to build the little end platform thing in the middle with the portal. So that was the plan, and I actually think I've done a good job of this. So if I walk through here, you can see what I've come up with. So if I stand like this, it does actually look kind of like the void. You can't really see anything apart from the black. And then you've got the end platform right in the centre where the portal is. And of course the little obsidian pillars. I didn't really know what to put on top of these. I just went for the lanterns. I didn't know what block I could use apart from these really. I tried some other things, it didn't look quite as good. So I just went for the lanterns instead. And then I've just got a few skulls thrown around as well. So building this thing didn't actually take too long, but it took me ages to remove all of that water that was above the stronghold. I spent at least like 2 or 3 hours removing all of that. It took forever. I got some sponges over here and stuff, and that helped a little bit, but it still took a long time to do that. I'm not really sure how this will look on YouTube, but when I'm watching it like on my screen right here, I can't really see where any of the sides are, and I can't see where the floor is either. So I'm just going to drink a night vision potion just so you can see a little bit better. So if I drink this, you can see it's not actually that big. It just looks a lot bigger when it's completely dark and you can't really see anything. And the roof is actually right here above my head, so it's not tall at all. And I did actually have to use some carpet down at the bottom. I wanted to use the black concrete as well. I thought that would look a lot better. But I didn't want mobs spawning down here because it kind of ruins the whole effect. So I had to go for the black carpet instead. And this is right above the bedrock level. So yeah, this is the room that I came up with. I probably will mess around with the underneath of this as well. I won't really come down here often, but I just want to make it look more like an island. It doesn't really look good from below yet. But I'll definitely work on this a little bit more over the next few episodes. And I do actually want to work on the room up here as well. So I synced up a nether portal. And what I want to do is have a way up on this side, because this is one of those ice spikes biomes. So I can get some packed ice and stuff from over here. So this is the only one that I know of on the world at the moment. So just in case I ever need to come and get some packed ice, I should have a way up on this side. And then I'll bring a way down on this side as well. I did actually want to finish all of this in today's episode, but I'm just not going to have time. It took me so long to remove all of that water that was above, that I'm not going to have time to finish it. I do still want to go end raiding because I'm desperate for shulker shells at the moment. And I think that's actually what I'm going to do right now. So I got to the end. It looks a little bit weird because I've got the night vision potion on. But I realised this yesterday while I was sorting out that portal room. I came through and for some reason there's another obsidian platform on top of the old one. So if I remove this, you can see the old one below this. I don't know why another one generates on top now. Even if I remove this and then come back to the end later on, it will generate on top again. So I don't really know why it did this. I built this around the outside so I don't fall off. And now this has come up by one, so if I spawn on here, I can actually fall off. So I really don't know why that happened. I think that's a little bit strange. But anyway, I'm just going to head back to the overworld, get some stuff together, and then I'm going to go for a quick end raiding session. That didn't actually take as long as I was expecting, and I'm never really sure what to show on camera when I do end raiding, so I'll probably just show some of the clips of me collecting some of the better loot and getting some of the elytras and stuff. Overall I raided 6 different end cities, and 4 of those had the end ships with the elytra and the dragon heads. So I put most of the loot away already, it's not that important, but this is the important stuff in here. So I got 4 more elytras, 4 more dragon heads, and then over 3 stacks of shulker shells. So this isn't going to last forever, but it should last me at least a few more weeks. I've got a few big digging projects due, like I need to start digging out the rest of the base, so I'm going to need a lot of those shulker boxes to store loads of these materials, just to save a little bit of storage in the base over here, and there's a few other digging projects I'll probably do as well. So I do need these shulker shells pretty desperately, 3 stacks should be enough for now. And in the other shulker box, I've got 3 diamond horse armour. I don't really use horses too much because my base is in the middle of an island, but I always just collect the horse armour anyway. And then you can see 44 diamonds, which is actually quite impressive considering I only raided 6 end cities. So 44 diamonds is quite a lot for that. And I've got 18 diamond ore here. This was actually from the digging project that I did over at the end portal. I just forgot to mention it in the other clip. So I'm just going to add this to the chest over here. I've already got 6, so that's 24 overall. I think I'm going to try and collect 63, and then I can just add that to the checklist and then check it off, and I just don't have to worry about that anymore. But anyway, that's all I've got time to do today. I spent so much of the time in this episode just digging, so I can't really show too much of that on camera. It's a little bit boring just doing digging on camera all the time. So I've tried to show the interesting bits at least. I don't know how the video is going to turn out yet, but I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.